Welcome back to Kingdom of Nerds on the Hunt, DCU logo variants, episode XVI. Episode 16 for you guys that can't read Roman numerals.
That's like
16
everybody
weeks.
anymore.
That's
like everybody can't read Roman numerals anymore.
I can. I still can. I still can, damn it.
Because we're old.
We're old. We are old. You know, that's like my friends, kid brother and sister. I can write perfect script, and they can't read a word of it.
Yeah, just
they
like
sign their names by printing. I'm just like,
yeah, I know. Like my kids are like, sign my name, and then my kids are like, I don't know how to write cursive, Dad. I was like, gosh, damn. I was like, they don't teach you guys that anymore. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, these kids don't even know cursive anymore. Like they can't sign their name; they print their name. It is crazy,
and they can't even print their names.
Yeah, I know. Like it's insane. But
like
anyway, hello everybody. Good morning.
Hey, welcome back, D. Last week we had a guest. First time streaming. He's learning about DCUs, and he didn't know about DCUs until he found these videos.
Okay, so that's awesome.
That's what these videos are for people to discover it. But don't go out there and buy my books. Let me get a first crack on these eBay.
Wait till we look at them.
Yeah, let us look at them first. If you see something that's super rare out there, and you can wait for us to look at it first, then you can look at it. All right,
we'll tell you whether to buy it or not.
Yeah. Or you can buy it. If you want to gift the books to us. We're just kidding, guys.
You are.
I did crack open that 2-pack that I showed off last week. Which is awesome. That Man of Steel 42 with the sticker. But that sticker, if you look at it quick, it doesn't look like a sticker.
Yeah.
And the Action Comics 706.
I like that cover. It's a great cover.
Yeah, I really like this cover. It was weird not getting any comics in the mail this week.
Yeah, I got like 7 packages I have to open.
Jeez, dude. Where's the unboxing video?
I don't make those anymore. I'm too lazy. I just put them on my IG every now and then and just like, here's a picture. Take a look.
Yeah. You want to see his unboxed comics? Head over to He's Got Freaking Issues on Instagram. Same name, right?
Yep. Same as my YouTube.
Nice. Yeah, if you go on his YouTube, you'll go back and see he was covering DCUs long before everyone else.
Way before. Like I've been hunting them since freaking like 2015, like before anybody even knew what they were. So that's why I have over 1,500 of them. So it is what it is.
And it's funny, we've been in probably like the same Discord, probably like 2 to 3 years now.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, because the last 2 years I was killing it in the Razzers.
Oh, okay, true.
That Discord, and it's funny. We just started talking about DCUs, and here we are making videos and instructional videos. I like these are instructional help videos. These are what these are. Instructional help videos. We're telling you what books have DCUs on them. We're telling you how rare they are. We're giving you census information on any book. You're getting fair market value last sold on these books. So these are instructional videos.
True, and we're definitely opening up people's eyes because, like, there's a lot that people don't know about. I mean, there might be a lot we don't know about, so we're helping each other out.
Yes, and we're definitely setting record sales on a lot of these books between the both of us.
Yeah.
The amount of the amount of money we pay for some of these books. We're setting
I can't even
record
tell you how much
sales.
I spent on some of these.
Mm,
Some are worth it.
I'm not saying a word because I made a few misfires over the years. Especially with those goddamn funeral for a friend packs.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not even gonna say how much I paid for one, and not one single book was a DCU. That was before I
Oh,
learned
that's horrible.
that what was that purple cover. There are no DCUs in those packs.
Yeah. Yep. So you know those funeral for a friend packs, right? And people have like both those two different ones. So I have
Hmm.
one that's polybagged. They're both together.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I didn't know they're polybagged together, that they came together.
yeah. That's how I got my first Adventures Superman 499,
4.99. Yeah.
and yeah, that's and Man of Steel 20.
Yeah.
That's how I got my first copies of those, from that double poly backpack. This
Okay.
comic book store that only opens twice a month had it on
Wow.
the wall for 200, and I
Really?
didn't know what was in those packs, and I
Wow.
was like, I looked at it and I walked out, and he came outside. I'll give it to you for 100.
Oh, dang.
So
Really?
yeah,
I
I
would
ended
have
up with a ton of DCUs from those packs.
none.
Huh?
There was none in there.
The majority were DCUs.
Okay. I know
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
talking
because
about
I got
now.
the 20, the 498. What else came out that those the first Doomsday, that first, the Doomsday pack has like
Yeah.
3 or 4
Y-
DCUs in
Yeah,
it, and the other one.
I'm tempted to open up that pack, that funeral for a friend pack, but I have like 5 copies of 4.99. So if I get a 9.8 from either of those copies, I'm not gonna open it up. I'm just gonna keep it closed. So
Yeah, yeah,
depending
because
on what I get.
I see somebody's asking 499 for an open set, which is,
Yeah.
why would you want an open set of those, and why
Are
would
they
you
even
charge for?
I don't even think they're DCUs on there, are they? The one
I don't
they're selling?
I don't know, because I don't think they even have pictures of the comics. They just have pictures of the open boxes.
So it was funny. I had bought a few DCUs this weekend that are hard to find. They come in a pack, and you had that pack. I have a couple of those packs, but I bought some of the best ones just because they're hard to find. And so I bought it from the guy on eBay. I bought like 3 out of the 5 books that he had because other ones had so much color rub, it was insane. So I
Yeah.
left them on there, and then he's like, "Hey, if you're interested in the box, I'll sell the box that those came from." And I'm like, "What?" And then he listed the box for $100. I was like, "I'm good.
The box.
I'm good." Yeah, I was like, "You're crazy," but yeah, I
Nope.
mean, he's trying to make his quick buck, right? But I was like,
Yeah.
"Really? The box for $100?" I was like, "I'm good." I was like, You can keep that."
All right. We've been talking way too much. These people
Yeah.
want to see these books. This is what happens when we get together and start talking.
Yeah.
Um, Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and watch the playlist of DCU Universe on the Hunt videos that is on my page, because if you miss an episode, you might miss making money on some of the books that are in your back issue boxes. So, all right, let's get to
Definitely.
the episode 16, little Doomsday. All right, first up, we have Superman Man of Steel 41 from February of 1995. No sales data, and one graded on the census, and it's a 9.8. I'm not sure if I have that 9.8 because my slabs are all over the place and I have to actually make a list. But if it's mine, I'll be happy. I'll post it later on Instagram if I do have it. If not, I will be sending in a copy to be graded.
I really like this cover. It's a great cover. I had one of these in a pack, and then I ended up
Mhm.
buying another one of these in a double pack. The first one, I was so pissed I didn't notice it had like water damage on the bottom.
Oh,
It leaked in there somehow, and then when I open it up, you know how that cardboard is in the middle. It says a 2 pack,
yeah.
a DC 2 pack, whatever.
Yeah,
So with
that
the water
cardboard.
damage, the back cover stuck to the cardboard. and I couldn't get it off, and I was like, oh, it hurt my heart to have to literally remove some of the cover for that. Yeah, it sucked, but I ended up buying another pack, another double
Yeah,
pack. I'm not sure if I opened that one up or not, but this one is pretty difficult to find sometimes. So I would definitely jump on this one if you see it. Doesn't matter what condition it's in. I mean,
yeah,
especially if it's a 9 and above, I would definitely hop on it, depending on the price.
exactly. Do you remember what 2-pack this came in? What was the other comic?
It was another hard to find one. I think it might have been that one that has that big Daily Planet logo in the background with Superman on the front. I'm pretty sure that was the second one.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
That's
talking about?
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that one was the second book, and this one was the first one.
Huh. I might have gotten my copy out that pack, same pack. I,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I've had two of them.
yeah.
I might have opened up both. I can't remember.
I have a problem. I can't keep packs sealed. I have to open them. I think I only have
Uh,
like I have one Superman collector's pack still closed. Every other one that I've opened, I
I've probably
can't
got
let them.
about 25 packs still sealed.
And he's sending me 12 of those, because that's what friends are for the good times, the bad times.
Yeah, exactly. One day.
Next up, we have Animaniacs #5 from September of 1995. No sales data on this. There are 0 graded on the census. Just remember, just because it's not on the multi-pack census doesn't mean these comics are not graded and not notated on labels. I love this
Definitely.
cover. I love
Yeah,
most of these Animaniacs
yeah, this is a
covers.
great cover. Like I love this cover. It's like a fun cover and brings it back to my childhood,
Yep.
because Animaniacs was great when we were kids, right?
Were we kids or were we late teens?
Well, yeah, maybe we were tweens at the time. I can't remember when this came out, but I remember I would love watching this after school because the intro was catchy and everything else, and it was funny.
We were at
And
least in high school, I think. We were in high school when this
probably
started.
or pretty
But
close to it.
I was
Whatever.
in
It
I
was an
was
enjoyable cartoon anyway. I loved it.
I want proof, damn it. Give me receipts. Yes,
uh,
Animaniacs was great.
yeah, this is definitely a great cover. I have two covers like we were discussing earlier, not in the best shape. This one was hard to find for a while. It hardly ever popped up on eBay. I would search for it often until I got one, and I ended up getting another one. But I think there's one on eBay now that's pretty jacked up that you can buy if you really want this book. But it's a fun cover. I like it.
Yeah, it really is. And you will not find this in back issue bins. I guarantee you this.
Probably not, unless you get lucky.
Very lucky. Because I have yet to see any Animaniacs in any back issue bins at any cons, any LCSs.
Yeah, people
Next
love
up,
this show.
we have Azrael 20 from August of 1996. Fair market value $4. Last sold for $4. 10/21/24. 0 graded on the CGC census. That might have been my sell of this. I might have bought this. I mean,
Really?
I might have. I don't know. Might have been my $4. Because I know I bought this in 2024, my copy, and I know I have another copy that was like in
Maybe it was.
probably was my purchase.
It's a
Um,
lame cover though.
yeah.
It's lame, but I mean,
I wasn't a fan of Azrael anyway.
no, this one used to be hard to find. It was, but now it pops up pretty frequently.
Yeah.
I mean, just by the price of $4 being sold, I mean, that just
Hmm.
shows you that people don't really want this book.
I think the previous sale was like 10, maybe 20.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that.
So
I mean, high grade, I would definitely buy it.
yeah, and it seems when more people start throwing their DC Universe is up on eBay, it does bring down the fair market value because they're willing to take
Oh yeah,
anything for a lot of these books just to get
yeah.
rid
Some
of
people
them.
just want to get rid of them.
Mhm. Then we have Robin 22, November 1995. No sales data, zero graded on the CGC census. The only way you can get this, it was in one of those Red Robin collector's packs. There's 3 different variants of those Robin packs.
Yeah,
So I'm still looking for one that has issue 25 and 35 in it because I need a 9.8 in those books. I want a 9.8 in those books.
I want to name 9.8 in all of them, but we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
I know. Trust me, I know. Listen, my goal for the longest time was just to get 9.8s in the Robin Contagion books and that Robin
Yeah,
Annual 4. And I have 9.8s in those. So let's see if I can
nice.
9.8 the rest of the goddamn run.
Right?
I'll have to send in my Robin 22 now. I have a few of
Definitely.
these laying around.
Yeah, I have one, so maybe I should get another one someday. The one I have
Please
is
do.
in a decent shape, so we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Next up, we have Detective Comics 6.99 from July of 1996. Fair market value of $30. Last sold for $30 May of this year. Zero graded on the CGC census. I have 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah,
They're not perfect, but I might get one of them graded. Probably the best looking one, of course. With the least spine ticks.
yeah. So
I
this one
love this. I love this
literally
red
just recently
color.
sold not too long ago. Then wow.
Yeah.
Okay, for $30, that's actually not bad.
Yeah,
Huh.
and I think the condition wasn't that great.
Oh, really? And it's still sold for that? Wow.
Yeah, I believe so. I could be wrong, but I remember that's why I didn't grab it because uh, I if it would have been better than the copies that I had, I probably would have grabbed it.
Yeah, I don't remember this book being very rare. I mean, it's not one of the easiest to find, but I don't remember it being worth $30 before. I thought this was not that rare, but
Mhm.
maybe I'm wrong. I just don't remember anymore. But I do like the cover, and I always like it when they have that red DC logo on there. Like
Yep.
I like it when the background box is red. It looks so cool like that.
Yeah, and then they have the red border and shadow on the
Yeah,
title, which makes it even
yeah,
better.
yeah. I like the cover, even though it's like simple. There's not much to the
Mhm.
cover, but I actually like this cover.
And I like Drowning in Blood covers.
Well, he is a bad
That's
boy
gonna be a
writer.
thing. Let's collect Drowning in Blood covers.
Jeez, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah, a lot of free code. Superman 85, January 1994. Fair market value $7. Sold $7, May 23rd, 2025. There's one graded on the CGC census. There are no 9.8s. This is a horrible cover. It's
Yeah, I don't
very
like it.
common to find it anywhere.
You know what this always reminds me of though? Every time I see this cover, it always
But
it always reminds me of the innuendo cover where Superman's coming in the room, like taking off his shirt and whatnot, and that little kid's laying on the bed. It always reminds me of that little kid right there.
this is the
I
kid
know
all
it's
grown
horrible to
up.
think about, but it always reminds because that kid had blonde hair too, didn't he?
Yes.
So he's probably pissed off at what Superman did to him, so he's trying to shoot him.
He didn't do anything. He was just showing him that he's Clark Kent. Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Superman was not at the freak offs. I repeat, Superman was not at the freak offs.
He wasn't
Clark
with
Kent
Diddy.
may have been at the freak off, but not Super.
My bad, Bruce. Maybe I should have said that.
We're getting demonetized.
Oh man,
Yay!
my bad.
All right, next
Moving
up,
on.
moving on. Looney Tunes number 6 from September
Oh,
1994. Fair market value $9. Last sold for $9. 6/1/24. 2 graded on the city census. 1 is a 9/8.
Nice. I wouldn't mind have this
Nice.
9/8. All these Looney Tune covers are fun covers too. Like this one does
Mhm.
bring me back to my childhood, Bruce. So don't take that from me. But
I was such a
all these
big fan
covers
of
are fun.
Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah, all these covers are fun. Tasmanian Devil is always one of my favorites as a kid. This is this is a good cover. I like all the Looney Tunes ones and all the Animaniacs ones because they're always like fun looking covers and they're bright too.
Yeah. And unlike Superman, I am not trying to take your childhood away from you.
Oh God, I shouldn't have brought that up.
If you want to, guys, you can clip that out.
That's so
Superman
horrible.
ruined B's childhood.
Yep.
He's
Great
still
cover. I
in
love this.
therapy to this day.
Yeah, till this day.
It's a great cover. All these, like you said, all these Looney Tune covers has great covers. I wish I could just find issues 9, 10, 11.
Yeah,
Those are the only ones I'm missing.
I know. And I
So if
didn't buy 9 when I had a chance. One day. It's all right. It'll come around again. It'll
yeah,
just come around when I'm like 65. It's all
pretty
right.
much. So if you guys out there, if you're sitting on issues 9 through 12, hit me up on Instagram.
Definitely.
Those are some great covers, especially the Donald Duck um, snow cover. He's dressed as an elf or whatever. Was it elf?
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have Steel, number 15 from May of 1995. No sales data. 0 graded on the census. This book doesn't come up much at all.
It doesn't? Really? I thought it was pretty common because I've seen this
I-
book so many times on eBay. Because I don't like this cover. Like it's such a horrible cover to me that's why when I see it, I'm like, ugh, like I don't like it. I probably got like 5 copies of it.
Maybe
And
because I have it. I don't search for it, so it
yeah,
doesn't
that's
come
probably
up.
why,
Doesn't
right?
come up.
Because I'm
Yeah,
the same way to where like when I found some of the rare ones, I think I stopped searching for them.
yeah.
So like I don't see them pop up much anymore or whatnot, or I miss them. But yeah, I don't like this cover personally. Um, but I can see why nobody grades it because I don't like it. But whatever. Uh,
She got some cankles.
yeah, I literally do not like this cover. Like it looks horrible to
It's
me.
not a good cover.
But I can't draw anyway, so I have no opinion.
I I I, I could do stick figures. Charge $5 a drawing. You might get a son.
At least
You
you'll
might
sign
get
it
a
in cursive, right?
Yep, pretty much. And you might get a mountain background with
Right?
crayon coloring.
That'd be that'd be pretty cool.
Next up, we have Green Lantern 66 from September 1995. No sales data. 2 graded on the CGC census.
Oh,
Both
nice.
are 9/8.
Wow.
I was
That's
surprised. I'm like,
surprising. Yeah, that's very surprising. It's an okay cover. I
yeah,
don't remember how rare this is. Do you know, Bruce?
it's not that rare because you could throw a stone in these came in different packs.
Okay.
I think this comes in pretty much all of the Green Lantern packs also.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. It's not that rare. It's not that rare, but also it's not that common. Also,
Yeah, I didn't
it's
think it
like a
was
fine line
rare.
with a lot of these books.
Okay. So it's probably more towards hard to find.
Common, towards common actually.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
Semi-common.
but semi-common. We'll have to add new categories, subcategories.
Yeah.
And finally, Flash 109 from January 1996. No sales data. 0 graded on the CGC census, 098. That's an okay cover. You know, when I
Yeah,
was when I was looking for pictures of this, and then I was like, wow, why are all the pictures blurry? And then I'm like, I found my copy. I'm like, oh, it was intentionally. They were intentionally blurred in the background.
yeah, because he's moving so fast.
Yes, and they're left in the dust.
Yeah, it's definitely, definitely. I just realized that, but yeah, uh, it, it's an okay cover.
Yeah.
It's this was not common. I would say a little more hard to find. I
Yep.
wouldn't say it's rare, but this one's definitely harder to find. Okay cover, so I can see why none have been graded because it's not easiest to find. Like we discussed earlier, I think I have one copy of this that's in decent condition.
Yeah. I have 1 or 2 copies of this. I have to go through and look because I do want to get a lot of these flash graded at some point. So,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
just like my Robins, I need to get the Robins graded, flash graded. I think did I? Yeah, I think I did complete my oh, I'm only missing. I thought I completed my flash DCUs, but then I realized I'm missing that
100.
100.
Yeah. So when you told me that you finished, I was like, I don't think he did finish because I don't think he has that 100. So that
Yeah.
100 newsstand. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm missing that one and 116 is all I need.
Yep. And I just got the 116.
Yeah.
I was surprised that seller didn't have another copy of that 116. He had other copies of the other ones,
Well, I
but
mean, he
not that.
bought them from a vendor, right? So that vendor probably didn't have any more.
Oh, jeez. This makes me want to do like a cross country search and LCSs for DCUs. Just like,
Yeah. I mean, you never know, you know?
yeah. And I'm planning on, I might take a trip to like this small town in like, um, Western New York, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
Western. There's a store called Fat Cat Comics that's been like there for like 40 years, 30 years or something.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, and it's in a small town. I have to go through back roads to get there.
Dang, is that
But
small, huh?
yeah,
Well, I
so
mean, you
I'm
never know.
thinking about going in and like doing like digging in their boxes. So maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe they'll still have DCU packs or 20 packs, 2 packs, like
Yeah.
hanging around that nobody
Yeah, 'cause I went
wants because they don't know what
to
they
this
are.
antique mall here, and they had like a few DCUs that they had labeled for $1. So I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll find something.
Yeah, hopefully I do. Hopefully it'll be worth the 3 hour
Yeah.
and 20 minute or so
How long?
ride. Well, it's an hour and 47 minutes both ways.
Okay. Okay. So about
Yeah.
3 hours back and forth.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
you
that'll be
never
fun.
know. You should record your adventure.
I should record the adventure. See if
Yeah.
the guy lets me record in his store because some store owners do not
Yeah,
like to be
but to
recorded.
me, I think it brings them more publicity if you post it. I mean,
Yeah.
because I mean, a lot of people probably don't even know they're there, you know. So
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, that's a cool little shop. I wouldn't mind heading in there."
Yeah, exactly. And you know what time it is? Show and tell.
Yay, my favorite.
Everyone's favorite segment. Next week if D is available again, and not letting his pesky job getting in the way of recording.
Yeah, one
I'm
day
gonna,
when I
I'm gonna,
retire, I won't have to worry about it anymore.
I'm gonna let D pick the books, and he's gonna do show and tell.
Yep.
I'll have to send you a copy of my master list in PDF form. This way you can see what I've checked off so far.
Okay. Yeah, that'll help because I don't want to
Yeah,
double up the same stuff.
yeah, yeah, and no one wants to go through 16 videos to find if that book was there or not.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, true. Because I literally had to do that when I started that checklist. I should have started doing it from the first 3 episodes, but I didn't. So I had to go back and watch.
Oh, jeez.
That was not fun.
I'm sure.
All right, first book up, we got Detective Comics 6.99. As you can see, pretty clean copy almost. That's plastic. That little thing right there, that's the plastic. That's not a spine stick or anything. It's
Yeah, it
actually
looks
in
white
really,
under the light.
yeah. So it's a really good copy actually. Now that I'm looking at it, there's only like one little spine tick, but there's a mystery in the back, so I'm afraid to open it. At the back. Robin 22. A pretty good copy. Yeah, this came out of a pack. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 spine ticks on the back, color breaking.
That sucks.
Azrael, yeah. Azrael, that's definitely not a 9.8. Azrael 20. I have maybe 2 of these. Actually, really good. Man of Steel 41. Has a few color breaking spine ticks, probably 4 or 5. That's a great cover.
Yeah, I like that cover.
Flash 109. As you can see, they're blurry.
Yep.
D's favorite cover, still 15.
Jeez.
True romance, buddy. True romance.
Yeah. That's why I'm so in love with it.
Animaniacs number 5.
Love it. Love those covers.
I have to get it graded. Get it graded. Green Lantern 66. Probably in perfect condition, actually.
Looks good.
Looney Tunes number 6. I'm pretty sure I have that 9.8. I have to check. I have to
Yeah.
go through
I need to get a list together of all my slapped ones too.
And the follow-up to that Superman Violation cover, Superman 85, the book that scarred Dee's childhood.
That's horrible, man. Oh God, I shouldn't have said anything.
So thank you everyone for hanging out. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know if you were traumatized by Superman as a child.
Exactly. It wasn't only me.
And hopefully D will be back next week for
Let's hope so.
DCU on the Hunt, episode 17, and to continue our bromance that we have going on here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody.
So have a good night and see you later.